Have you ever stopped to think about the impact that something seemingly harmless, like a glass of wine or a weekend beer, can have on your spirituality? What if I told you that alcohol consumption goes far beyond a social habit, profoundly affecting your energy and disconnecting you from your highest potential? It may sound counterintuitive, right? After all, it's present in celebrations, rituals, and even the history of great civilizations. But what if what we've been taught about it is only half the story? Today, we're going to uncover the spiritual consequences of alcohol and what no one has told you about its energetic impact. Since ancient times, alcohol has played a peculiar role in humanity's quest for transcendence. Ancient civilizations like the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Greeks used it in rituals and celebrations to connect with the divine, believing it could open spiritual gateways. However, spirituality has always walked hand in hand with esotericism and occultism, which warn of the dangers of excessive consumption. Indigenous cultures, for example, understood alcohol as a powerful tool, but potentially destructive when used without purpose. Think about it, something that can open paths can also close them, and what comes into play here is your intention and awareness. Interestingly, while alcohol was seen as a link to the gods, it was also associated with disorderly behavior and loss of reason. For many, it served as a shortcut to spiritual experiences, but sages always highlighted its darker side. Who hasn't heard the phrase, "In wine, there is truth"? This proverb reflects humanity's fascination with exploring the boundaries between clarity and the unknown. But are we ready to deal with the truths that emerge under the influence of alcohol? History suggests that, more often than not, it makes us more vulnerable and connected. Grand spiritual ceremonies in various cultures incorporated alcohol as a symbol of transformation. In Greek Dionysian festivals, it was viewed as a means to transcend the mundane, allowing participants to experience something beyond everyday reality. However, this transcendence often came at a cost: the confusion between expansion and chaos. In modern parties, we see echoes of this practice, but the difference is clear. Consumption has lost its spiritual symbolism, becoming merely a hedonistic habit. Have you ever stopped to think about how something so sacred could turn into banality? This is an important reflection for those seeking spiritual authenticity. While some traditions exalted alcohol, others warned about its energetic risks. In occultism, it is believed that alcohol can weaken the aura and create energetic openings for negative external influences. This explains why many esoteric rituals completely avoid the use of intoxicating substances. These practices reinforce what our ancestors intuitively knew: not everything that connects us to the unknown is safe. If you're seeking to understand your energy, why not start by observing how alcohol impacts your disposition, thoughts, and emotions? Spirituality requires clarity, and alcohol can be a silent saboteur. Another intriguing point is alcohol's role in modern spirituality. With the resurgence of interest in esotericism, some people argue that it can be used as a bridge to metaphysical experiences. But this idea often overlooks the cost. Try asking yourself, are your choices aligned with the greater purpose of your life? Alcohol often robs us of the ability to ask this question sincerely. It's no coincidence that traditions like Buddhism or Christianity advise moderation or even abstinence, associating it with the pursuit of purity and balance. As we delve into the historical and spiritual aspects of alcohol, one thing becomes clear: it has a deeper impact than we imagine. When used unconsciously, it can disrupt our search for transcendence and weaken our vital energy. However, this doesn't mean we should demonize it. Like any tool, the secret lies in how we use it. Imagine if every toast were made with intention and purpose. Wouldn't that be a way to reclaim the sacred? This perspective changes how we view consumption and reconnects us with our spiritual essence. The origin of the word alcohol is a gateway to a deeper understanding of its role in occultism and spirituality. Derived from the Arabic al-Kuhul, meaning devouring spirit, the term already carries an air of mystery. Medieval alchemists, in their relentless pursuit of balance between the material and the divine, saw alcohol as a powerful symbol of transformation. However, they also recognized that it could corrode not only metals but the very essence of the human soul if misused. Thus, it was treated as both a sacred and dangerous substance, demanding absolute respect. In ancient alchemical texts, alcohol had a dual meaning. It represented both purification and destruction. In their experiments, alchemists sought to transform metals into gold and human consciousness into spiritual enlightenment. Yet, they knew that alcohol, while capable of elevating the spirit, could also destabilize the subtle energies of the body. This teaches us that spiritual tools like alcohol are not neutral. Everything depends on intention. When was the last time you reflected on how something so common affects your energy? Awareness transforms any practice. Interestingly, occult traditions often associated alcohol consumption with chaotic mystical experiences. For centuries, people believed it could open portals to other dimensions or connect the material to the divine. However, the risk was immense. Such portals, according to esoteric beliefs, could attract negative or vampiric energies. Have you ever felt emotionally drained after a night of excessive drinking? This is not just physical exhaustion. According to occultism, alcohol literally siphons vital energy, leaving gaps in our energetic protection. Reevaluating this consumption could be the first step to restoring your spiritual vitality. In the alchemical context, alcohol was a reminder that all power demands responsibility. Just as fire can warm or destroy, alcohol can connect or disconnect. Consider how it is used today. In celebrations, it is meant to symbolize unity and joy, but it often becomes a catalyst for excess. What if we reclaim the idea of using alcohol with purpose? What if we reimagine the rituals in which it is present, bringing mindfulness to every sip? This simple act of presence can transform the experience, aligning it with higher spiritual intentions. There is a fine line between balance and excess, and alchemists understood this deeply. In their practices, alcohol symbolized both enlightenment and chaos, depending on how it was wielded. In our daily lives, it is no different. Imagine using this awareness to balance your own internal elements. For some, this might mean abstinence, for others, moderation. What matters is that each choice is made with clarity. After all, aren't we all alchemists of our own lives? Experimenting with intention in small changes might be the first step to a higher path. Ultimately, alchemy teaches us a crucial lesson. True transformation requires balance. Alcohol, as a powerful agent, has the potential to heal or harm depending on its application. For those seeking greater alignment with esotericism and occultism, reflecting on alcohol consumption is indispensable. It's possible that, by respecting its essence and meaning, you will rediscover a new level of spirituality. Like the alchemists, the invitation is to look inward, recognize what needs refinement, and make conscious decisions to strengthen your journey. The consumption of alcohol does not only affect the physical body, it profoundly impacts the energetic fields that surround us. In esotericism, it is believed that every person has an aura, a kind of energy field that reflects our emotional and spiritual state. When we drink, this energy field becomes unstable, creating fissures that leave us vulnerable to external influences. Have you ever wondered why certain nights of drinking end in arguments or an inexplicable sense of emptiness? This may be more than bad luck. It could be the direct consequence of a damaged energy field. Your energy is your greatest shield. For many spiritual practitioners, the aura is considered a reflection of our inner state, and alcohol can act like an invisible acid, corroding this protective shield. Imagine your aura as a raincoat that protects you from external influences. When you consume alcohol, it's like poking small holes in that raincoat, allowing negative energies to seep through. Spiritual studies and esoteric accounts often associate alcohol consumption with abrupt mood changes, inexplicable anxiety, and even feelings of emotional heaviness. If you've experienced this, consider how alcohol may be affecting your subtle energy. Another often overlooked point is how alcohol interferes with our ability to attract positive energies. In esotericism, it's believed that our energetic vibration determines what we draw into our lives. When the aura is damaged, our frequency lowers, making it harder to connect with elevated opportunities and experiences. Think about the last time you drank excessively and felt a crash in the days that followed. It's not just a physical hangover, it's your vibration trying to stabilize. Restoring your energy might include practices like herbal baths, meditation, or simply conscious periods of abstinence. Some occult traditions suggest that alcohol acts as a catalyst for low-vibration entities. According to these beliefs, when we consume alcohol, our weakened energy becomes a magnet for negative external influences. In ancient rituals, it was common to purify the environment to avoid these influences, but today, we often disregard such precautions. If you notice that after drinking your emotions become erratic or you attract unpleasant events, this could be a sign. Try energy protection practices, such as using crystals like obsidian or black tourmaline, or reciting mantras to strengthen your aura. The impact of alcohol on the energy field can also hinder healthy interpersonal connections. Our energy doesn't just vibrate within us, it interacts with those around us. When your field is weakened, relationships can become more tense or superficial, reflecting internal disharmony. A common example is how arguments often arise in environments where alcohol is excessively present. If you wish to strengthen your relationships, why not reflect on the role alcohol plays in them? Replacing alcohol-centered gatherings with conscious activities, such as group meditations or nature walks, can yield surprising results. Finally, restoring the energy field after alcohol consumption is essential for those seeking spiritual growth. The first step is recognition. Notice how your body and mind react to alcohol. Practices like yoga, Reiki, or even conscious breathing techniques can help repair these energetic fissures. Another valuable tip is gratitude. When you consciously give thanks for your health and the opportunity to start anew, you elevate your vibration and strengthen your aura. After all, the path to true spirituality isn't about perfection, but about making choices that align you with your essence. The chakras, these subtle energy centers that regulate our balance, are profoundly influenced by alcohol consumption. When consumed, it primarily affects the root chakra, intensifying earthly desires like immediate pleasures and physical impulses. This may feel gratifying at first, but this stimulation comes at the expense of weakening the crown chakra, which connects the mind to the divine. The disharmony between these two poles creates a state of spiritual disconnection. Have you noticed how difficult it is to focus on practices like meditation or prayer after drinking? This difficulty reflects the energetic disturbance caused. Beyond creating disconnection, alcohol heightens attachment to material experiences. The sacral chakra, for example, associated with emotions and creativity, can become overactive, leading to emotional outbursts or uncontrolled desires. Meanwhile, the heart chakra, which governs unconditional love, tends to shut down, creating barriers in relationships. Think about the last time arguments arose after a night of drinking. It's not a coincidence. This imbalance blocks the healthy exchange of energy between people. Rebalancing the chakras can start with simple practices, such as listening to mantras or herbal baths with chamomile and lavender. Another critical aspect is how alcohol affects our intuition. The third eye chakra, tied to perception and wisdom, is particularly vulnerable. Excessive consumption clouds this inner vision, making us prone to impulsive decisions disconnected from our higher purpose. Have you ever regretted something you said or did under the influence of alcohol? This happens because spiritual perception and intuition become distorted. Practices like guided meditation or using crystals such as amethyst can help restore clarity and strengthen this energy center after moments of imbalance. It's interesting to note that the disconnection caused by alcohol isn't just individual. It also affects the environment around us. When our chakras are unbalanced, the energy we transmit to others becomes unstable, creating a domino effect. Imagine trying to help someone emotionally while being spiritually misaligned. It's like offering an empty glass to someone who is thirsty. Restoring this harmony starts with self-awareness. Consider dedicating a daily moment to practices like yoga, which balances all chakras, or even walking barefoot in nature to reconnect with the earth's energy. The impact on the throat chakra, responsible for communication and expression, is also evident. Under the influence of alcohol, words may be poorly expressed, leading to hurt feelings or misunderstandings. The result is a cycle of disconnection, where those around you absorb this disharmonious energy. Reflect on alcohol's role in your social interactions. Does it bring people closer or push them away? Replacing alcoholic beverages with infusions like hibiscus or mint tea can help create more genuine connections. Additionally, practices like singing or reciting affirmations can unlock the potential of this chakra, fostering greater clarity and balance. The crown chakra, however, is the most affected, as it is our bridge to the divine. When it is out of balance, we lose the sense of connection to something greater, leading to spiritual emptiness. To restore it, meditation focused on light or using crystals such as clear quartz can be powerful allies. Alcohol may seem like a momentary escape, but it's worth reflecting. Does it truly fill you, or does it merely amplify the emptiness? By seeking practices that promote balance, such as gratitude and contemplative silence, you can rediscover the path to your divine essence. Throughout the centuries, spiritual masters from various traditions have warned about the dangers of alcohol. Paramahansa Yogananda, for example, emphasized that alcohol clouds consciousness, distancing us from the essential purity needed for spiritual evolution. In Buddhism, the fifth precept urges practitioners to avoid intoxicating substances, recognizing that they cloud the mind and open doors to impulsive actions. These teachings echo a profound truth. What we consume shapes who we are, not just in the body but also in the soul. Reflecting on these warnings can be a transformative act for those seeking awakening. Many traditions also highlight how alcohol creates a state of vulnerability. In Sufism, for instance, it is believed that intoxication distances a person from zikr, the constant state of remembrance of the divine. Without this remembrance, we are like boats adrift, susceptible to life storms. What keeps us steady is clear awareness, something alcohol inevitably weakens. Imagine replacing the habit of drinking with connection rituals, like lighting a candle and reciting a prayer or mantra. Small gestures can make a significant difference in preserving your energy and purpose. Ancestral wisdom reminds us that alcohol not only affects the mind but also the spiritual heart. Masters like Buddha taught that the path to enlightenment requires clarity and self-mastery. Under the influence of alcohol, these qualities are compromised, making it harder to achieve higher states of consciousness. Why not try a simple experiment? Go 30 days without alcohol and observe the changes in your mental and emotional clarity. This experience can reveal truths previously obscured, showing a path more aligned with your essence. An important lesson comes from the Hindu tradition, where consuming intoxicating substances is seen as a barrier to yoga and meditation practices. Sacred texts like the Vedas emphasize that the mind must be a clear mirror to reflect divine light. Imagine trying to observe the night sky through fog glass. That's how alcohol affects spiritual perception. Replacing consumption with practices like using sandalwood incense or repeating mantras can help create an environment conducive to keeping the mind clear and connected. Interestingly, some indigenous cultures, such as those in the Americas, prohibit the use of alcohol in spiritual rituals, recognizing its power to destabilize the spirit. In these traditions, only medicinal plants with specific purposes are used, always under the guidance of spiritual leaders. This contrasts with the casual use of alcohol in modern society, where its impacts are often overlooked. Reflecting on these teachings can inspire us to adopt conscious practices, like swapping a glass of wine for a ceremonial tea, such as cacao, used in rituals to open the heart and strengthen inner connection. Finally, esoteric teachings are emphatic. Alcohol weakens the veil between dimensions, but not constructively. It exposes us to lower frequencies, hindering access to higher vibrations. Masters like Gurdjieff and Rumi encouraged giving up alcohol as part of the commitment to self-knowledge. Perhaps it's time to ask, does alcohol consumption truly enrich your spiritual life, or does it merely mask momentary pains? Embrace habits like reading sacred texts, deep meditations, or meditative walks to cultivate a more genuine connection with the divine. The journey to restore balance after the impact of alcohol doesn't have to be solitary or intimidating. The first step is self-awareness, recognizing the role alcohol plays in your life and its consequences. Consider adopting introspective practices like keeping a journal. Writing down how you feel physically, emotionally, and spiritually after consuming alcohol can be a powerful tool for self-discovery. Additionally, replace moments of consumption with activities that promote well-being, such as yoga, gardening, or reading transformative works like Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to reconnect with your spiritual energy. Even a few minutes daily can help purify your energy field and bring clarity to your mind. Try breath-focused meditation or visualize a golden light filling your body, restoring your energy and sealing any gaps in your aura. Another powerful practice is gratitude. By listing 3 things you are grateful for each day, you raise your vibration and strengthen your resilience against alcohol's harmful effects. Small habit changes can become the foundation for lasting transformation. Reconnecting with nature is another way to strengthen your energy field. Walking barefoot on grass, hugging a tree, or simply watching the sunset are simple but deeply restorative gestures. These practices help ground your energy, realign your chakras, and stabilize your emotions. Have you ever tried meditating outdoors? The sound of birds and the touch of the wind create the perfect setting for rebalancing. You can also incorporate natural elements into your home, like plants and crystals, to create a space conducive to spiritual healing and introspection. Another powerful approach to liberation is seeking support from spiritual communities. Meditation groups, yoga gatherings, or even book circles can provide encouragement and inspiration during challenging times. In these communities, you'll find people who share similar goals and can help keep your motivation high. Often, simply listening to others' experiences can offer profound insights into your own journey. If local groups aren't available, explore online options. Spiritual and wellness platforms are becoming increasingly accessible. In addition to external practices, never underestimate the power of nourishing your soul through art. Music, dance, and even painting can be ways to release repressed emotions and reconnect with your essence. Why not create a playlist of inspiring songs, like mantras or relaxing compositions? Or explore a creative hobby, such as drawing or writing, to express your feelings. These activities work as energetic therapy, clearing negative emotional patterns and strengthening your inner connection. Give yourself permission to explore what brings joy and peace to your soul. Finally, remember that healing is a journey, not a destination. Don't strive for perfection. Instead, celebrate every small step toward a more connected life. Adopting daily rituals such as sunrise meditations or moments of reflection before bed can create a structure that supports your spiritual growth. Make choices that honor your essence, prioritizing practices that elevate your vibration and strengthen your energy. Remember, every decision is an opportunity to align with your true nature and build a life of purpose and fulfillment. Throughout this journey of understanding the spiritual consequences of alcohol consumption, you've been invited to reflect on how this habit affects not only your body, but also your subtler aspects, your energy, your soul, and your connection to the divine. Now, the question that resonates is, how can you use this knowledge to transform your life? Is it time to trade moments of disconnection for practices that nurture your highest essence? Every choice you make reflects the path you're walking. What choices will you make today? Imagine a future where your energy is aligned, your chakras balanced, and your intuition crystal clear. That future begins now, with small changes in the present. How about replacing a moment of consumption with meditation, a walk in nature, or even a deep conversation with someone you love? Remember, the power of transformation lies in your hands. You don't need to forego pleasure, but instead find more genuine and spiritually enriching ways to experience it. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which spiritual practice do you feel can most strengthen your inner connection? Comment below with the keyword harmony and set an intention for prosperity, balance, and enlightenment in your life. By doing so, you're taking the first step toward aligning your energy and attracting higher vibrations. If you feel that these reflections could benefit someone, share this content. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue receiving valuable insights about spirituality, esotericism, and the occult. Together, we can build a community of connected, inspired, and conscious souls. Your transformation starts now.